If you control the frame, you command the game. You see, if you've been living your life based off of your wife's reality, based off of the other reality of everybody else, their reality wins. You start living in the default mode of everybody else in your life, and that is not a powerful or commanding or leading position. In fact, if you are doing this with your wife where she controls the frame, then what ends up happening is you just do whatever she wants. My name is Ed Baxter, and I help guys in betrayal situations. The process of being with a woman for 50 years or a woman that you're dating is pretty much the same. For us, it's just science. Because we know the patterns, we know the solutions. It's not that complicated. You have to make a commitment for yourself. That's what it means to be in Soul Seducer program. That's what it means to work with me directly. So you can learn to handle your emotions. So you can learn to see right into a woman's soul and seduce her from within to create this garden that she can actually thrive in. We'll get you to that place where you make the right decision for you and your chick. She's upset, okay, everybody's having a bad time. She's angry, okay, cool, everybody watch out for mama. So when she tells you that she's confused or she's upset or she needs space or she wants to get away from you, and then you submit to that frame, like I guess she's confused and I guess I'm messing up and I guess she's right and she's doing all these things, she commands the game. And you don't have to accept that at all. In fact, you can control a different frame. You can control the frame of, hey, I'm a powerful dude. I'm going to go do these things. This is how I'm going to live my life. I'm not going to let your emotions, I'm not going to let how you are living your life dictate how I live my life. This is called internal locus of control. You have to be able to control yourself and your life and internally know that you are ultimately responsible for how you respond, how you react, and how you operate in life. And you'll hear her say things like, you're making me mad, you're making me upset. If you didn't do this, I'd be like that. And when you subscribe to that, she is now commanding the frame. You have now subscribed to, yes, I guess I am making her mad. Okay, yes, I guess I am making her upset. Versus, I'm not making her upset. This is just her perception of how she wants to see things. She decided to get upset because she saw something, but she's ultimately responsible for how she operates as a woman. She's a grown-ass woman. Most people want to do this. They'll want to abdicate responsibility for their own emotionality by throwing it onto their partner. And your woman will do this a lot. She will fall into this victim mode. It's like, oh, I guess nobody cares about me. I guess nobody listens to me. And I'm just sitting here and nobody's listening to me. And then when you subscribe to that, you're like, oh, I'm sorry, baby. I'll listen to you. I'm here, whatever you need. And she's like, I don't need you to be this guy, this fucking errand boy that washes my feet all the time. She's like, I just need somebody who's present with me. But you'll get this kind of an attitude when you haven't been doing this. And you'll keep doing this over and over again. And she'll know that she can control you in such a manner. You'll get manipulated. She's like, well, I'm not going to get this sexy guy, so I guess it's easier for me to just get this safe guy. And I'll just keep saying this stuff to get him to do what I want because at least I get what I want. But at the end of the day, she's going to find that she's not attracted to you because you're not leading and you're not in control of yourself. You're falling under her frame. And so your presence is very weak around her. The guy who controls frame has a powerful presence. When he walks in a room, he commands attention because we're all following what that guy wants. We just intrinsically feel it. Women intrinsically feel this. A guy who has a very strong frame, like this is my reality and I'm moving forward in how my reality is, she falls right in line with it. They're naturally designed this way. Now, I'm not saying that this is always a healthy thing for her. She needs to learn to have some own frame control so she doesn't get wrapped up and easily manipulated as well. But she wants to feel this kind of presence so that that's a guy who commands respect. All right, when the boss walks onto the floor, he's got the frame control. When the boss walks on the floor, it's like, okay, what do we need to do to make this happen? Then the employees are like, okay, tell me what we got to do to make this happen, right? They're under his frame. And this is a powerful but important shift in your ability to lead in your life. It's not just your relationship with your wife. It matters with your kids, your employees, with sales. Anything that you're dealing with, you're always dealing with this game of frame control. And the stronger you have your own frame, the less you're going to get manipulated. The more you're going to follow your own internal compass of what's right and where you want to go, and the more you'll stick to it and hold boundaries for it when people don't want to follow whatever your boundaries are. When they try to disrespect you or manipulate you or try to shame you or guilt you, you're like, no, I'm not going to be manipulated or shamed or guilt. I'm going to command my own presence. I know who I am, and I care about myself, so I'm not going to allow this to happen in my life. And I'm willing to walk away if somebody doesn't capitulate to that. And that's fine. That's healthy. We don't want to have those type of people in our lives. We don't want people to be able to be emotional vampires on us. And so we get this happening all the time. A guy will come into a Soul Seducer. Most of the guys coming in are dealing with lots of manipulation, shaming, and guilt tripping. And most of these women are cheating on their husbands. And he comes in there, he's like, my wife sent me this text and she's going to do all this stuff and I'm all wigging out. And it's like, dude, she's controlling the frame. Why are you letting her actions dictate your emotions? You have no emotional self-control right now. You're freaking the fuck out over a text message. This woman parked her car in a parking lot of a business that you own, and you're losing your mind. I should get a restraining order for her. I should have her arrested for setting foot on this property. It's like, well, you could do that, but you forgot that you have children with her, and she is the mother of your children, so is that actually going to give you what you want? No, you're just emotionally spinning out because you're pissed off and angry that this woman is cheating on you or leaving you or whatever it happens to be. And you're justifying all this other bullshit because you have no emotional self-control because you think that she controls your emotional state, and she does. This is why when a guy finds out that his woman's leaving him or that she's cheating on him, he wigs the fuck out. He's eyeball fucking the GPS. He's trying to search her text messages like, well, I got to get to the root of this. It's like, dude, you don't have to get to the root of it. You already know she's cheating. Yeah, but I got to find out the time, the place, and who it was, and how big his dick was. It's like, no, you don't. None of that matters. Let's get back to the basics of what is it that you want in your life? What do you want? What kind of frame do you want to live from? Do you want to be this guy who sits there and just chases after his wife, trying to make her love him all? Or do you want to be this guy who's powerful and change your identity and flip the script into being the prize and being the king and stepping into king energy? King does not chase a woman. That is insane. No, he commands respect by living in his frame, and he does what he knows he should do. And your woman is craving this right now. She is craving for you to take the lead and step up and be the guy she needs you to be. Mainly because you need to be that guy. And guys are blown away when they get with a woman, when they're able to be powerful in themselves, and they come to this realization that, oh, she wants what I want. Yeah, your wife doesn't want what you want because you command no respect and no power and no frame control, and you're not dominant in life at all. So she doesn't want to follow you. She can't follow you. It would be unsafe to do so. And then when she speaks her mind and she talks about what's bothering her, you either go into this logical place where you just completely disappear because you're uncomfortable with emotions, or you become angry and upset and fearful. Oh, she doesn't love me, or something's happening. And so she's not safe to even express herself. You can't lead, and then you can't even express yourself about the fact that you're not leading. And now this is why she tells you, I can't tell him anything. And so your wife feels isolated. She feels alone. She's not in a partnership with you. She's in this place where you are just really absent because you can't be in your emotionality, or when you are, it's too much. And then when she says anything, you completely dance to her tune. There's no strength or backbone in you, and that's not attractive. You see, her attraction is based on your ability to demonstrate and present power and dominance. You don't have to dominate her, but just dominate in yourself and in life. If you cannot do this, she's going to say, I don't know, something's wrong with this guy. I don't know what it is. It's just not turning me on. Then you go and you have these problems with sex. You're like, why aren't we having sex? She's like, well, I'm just not feeling it. I'm not in the mood. Yeah, because you're turning her off all the fucking time by the way that you're acting, the tone of your voice, and how you're operating in the household, dancing to her tune all the time. It's amazing when guys just start like leaving their wives alone, how all of a sudden she starts coming to him. I can't tell you how many guys' relationships get better just by either leaving her alone because he's too much of a nice guy and he's up her ass simping on her all the time. He just leaves her alone. All of a sudden the relationship gets better. Or he starts presenting himself as dominant in life, and all of a sudden his relationship magically gets better. Imagine that. Now she's getting the attraction and great love in her life that she really wanted. So there is no relationship problems. We might have disagreements on how things happen, but the relationship is solid. And so when your wife is able to manipulate you, shame you, guilt you, and you get on the back pedal and you start falling under her frame, you start falling under, well, I guess I am kind of a jerk because I didn't notice that, and I guess I am this because she says this, and I guess I am, and you're not leading from your own truth, then she commands you. It's whoever owns the frame commands the game. And so if you want to turn your life around, you want to turn your wife around really quickly, you have to learn to do this skill. And this is what all the guys in Soul Seducer learn to do right out of the gate. Because once you start to learn to command the frame, she stops living rent-free in your mind. You stop having these ruminating thoughts about her all the fucking time, about who she's doing, who she's fucking, and who she's fucking with. And so if you want to turn this around, obviously Soul Seducer is for you. You're watching this video because you're having these issues in your relationship. These are easily solvable problems, but it's going to take you stepping up and making the decision to step up your game, to step up your life, to step into your power, to rise as a man, to rise in your life. And I can't tell you enough. Once you come to this place, your life gets way easier. I'm telling you, it's way easier being on the side of power and dominance than it is being on the side of trying to do what everybody else wants you to do all the time and getting table scraps of affection and almost no sex. I can tell you the other side is way easier, and it generates a lot more power and energy within you. I mean, how much more energy would you have If your wife was devoted to you all the time, showed it to you all the time, appreciated you literally daily for how hard you work, rubbing your shoulders, bringing you food, whatever it is you need, she will do it for you. She wants to serve you. She wants you to be happy. She wants what you want, but only if you're a powerful guy that commands respect and is leading her to a better place for the family. If you can't do that, you're going to have tons of relationship problems. She's going to manipulate you, guilt you, shame you. She's going to turn into a thorny bush. But if you create a great garden, she will be a beautiful flower. And if you need to turn this around, which you probably do if you're watching this video, check out Soul Seducer in the link in the description. I'm going to talk about it in every one of these videos because I have to get through to you. I have to get through to you because you have to learn to rise. You have to learn to stand in your power. And you have to learn that this is different. This is not the normal bullshit therapy, random relationship, coaching, counseling stuff you're going to see. No, this is an identity shift. This is a fucking transformation from weak-ass dude to powerful soul seducer. We do this every day. Thousands of men have come through here. And we have just as many success stories. Anyways, brother, that's enough for this video. I love you, and I'll see you in the next one.